Hello and welcome to another World of Tanks video. I'm Org, and this time it's two more replays in my Marder 38t. This first game we are on the... I can't remember what it's called. It's the Lighthouse in World of Warplanes, so hopefully it's Lighthouse on here as well, but I think it's called Cliffs. Okay, hopefully we'll go with that. But anyway, I'm initially moving up to a position in these bushes here where I can kind of support the eastern flank for when the enemy heavy tanks push around. And I initially move up behind these rocks, and I was planning on moving forward, but I don't see anyone on my team really heading this way. And this side's pretty well covered, but I can't really support anyone that moves up too far because the little ridgeline's in the way. I see this M4's moving up, so I move up to support it, and then I turn around because these guys could spot me, so I turn around to put some fire in. But this isn't a great spot since I'm sitting right in the middle of the open, and I don't have any shots. The M4 on our team that I was going to support has, of course, raced off by this point. And well, I move up to go and support it, but it's already quite heavily engaged, so I pull back and so I'm just going to take my old position, because that M4's not going to hold that flank with my support or without it. So I'm going to move back and try and make my stand here. In the meantime, try and put some shots into these tanks up on the hill here. If the M4's pulling back, we might be able to get some shots soon if it keeps on coming. But it doesn't look like it's going to last very long. Oh, it kills the Sherman 3, but of course it dies to the other tanks in front of it. And we get shots on the VK-2801, but of course our first one hits a rock. Second one goes in, but it pulls back. And we don't quite have shots on that Sherman 3. And the enemy are probably pushing around that flank, but hopefully they'll cross in front of us instead of coming this far out. Do we have shots there? No, not quite. Our team's actually doing pretty well in the centre there. They're going to wrap up that Sherman 3 pretty quickly. It's just the 2801 on the hill left, and the enemy's on the eastern flank. But of course we are losing 5-7. I believe it was 3-6 until a moment ago. And there's an M4 crossing in front of me. Put two shots in. And my third one, well, it could have hit a building for all I know. I can't really see what's happening there. It's a KV-1S, but it's behind a building. But there's another M4 that's poked out. So again, well, I put one shot in and get another one bouncing. This KV-1S is staying behind the building, but the 2801's poked out. My first shot dips low, and my second shot gets my first kill. Okay, well, I was hoping about to get a shot there, but it's still a bit low behind the ridgeline. It's not really a ridgeline, the slight rise in the soil. And well, my team are moving down onto the KV-1S, so I kind of feel like I should be moving up to help as much as I can. Well, it actually looks like as soon as I started moving, the KV-1S moved into a position where I would be able to shoot it. Just outside of its turret. One shot in. Second shot bounces. Third shot gets the kill. Okay, there's a Valentine way over there, but no way I have shots on that guy. Now those guys are actually way down the valley. So I'm going to go and climb this central ridge line up where the M4's heading and see if I can't support our Excelsior as it goes around the corner. There's no artillery, so it doesn't really matter if I crush lots of trees and fences, but I still dodge them a bit out of habit. Only a bit though. So I'm going to get up into these bushes so I can try and spot some targets. And that M4 is actually a pretty good spot. It should be pretty safe back there from fire, since it'll be shooting through the bush. Just hope I'm not going to block its shot here. Binoculars are up, but I don't see anything. Oh, the Grant's been spotted. But I was a bit slow there and didn't quite get the shot. Looks like the Excelsior was going to kill it. And I was going to say something shooting at the M4 behind me, but the Ram 2 just killed it. And I'm guessing the Ram 2 must have just been in those bushes right in front of me. judging from its position on the mini-map, and well, it's the only spot where it could be where I wouldn't have spotted it from shooting at the Ram 2. But it should have been detected by now, I think. Excelsior was almost on top of it. Well, there's the A20 Ram behind me, and there's the Ram 2. It moved quite a bit. Well, it probably wasn't in those bushes. Well, it wasn't in those bushes to start with. It must have been flanking the M4. And I was just being a bit silly, assuming it was in front of me somewhere. I managed to sneak out, and the Ram's not looking at me. So I could put 2 shots in for my 3rd kill. And something shoots me from over in that direction. Probably the Covenanter, was what I was thinking. Managed to beat the A20 to the shot and get the 4th kill. And no, it must have been the Valentine shooting at me. But I don't have shots in it, so I'm going to move up. But Excelsior on my team gets the kill. So that was quite a turnaround, 14-9 now with just the Covenanter left. I'm going to try and move up behind this rock to try and get some shots in. Hopefully I can steal the kill. Put 1 shot in that tracks it, but the Excelsior gets the kill. So I'm left with 4. Which still is not anything to complain about, really. And here we have the in plates. You see, it was only the 1st class mastery badge. 2nd most damage on my team, 2nd most experience on my team, most damage. The Excelsior beat me in experience thanks to all its kills, and that I wasn't really spotting the people I was damaging. But still a pretty good game. This time we are on Wide Park, and what's a bit better matchmaking, it's only a tier 4 game. And, well, it doesn't matter so much tier 4, tier 5, my gun can penetrate most all tier 5s, and most tier 4s can penetrate me. By most, I mean all of them, since you can clearly see I've got no armour on the back of my tank. My friendly A20 rams me a bit there, but didn't do much harm. Now so I'm going to poke out here and just shoot straight through the wall. But apparently this is one of those walls you just can't shoot through. So I'll drive forward and shoot the regular way at the Covenanter, get a shot in, and manage to just get the kill there. And there are plenty of enemies out in the open, but I don't really want to drive out there to shoot at them. As you can see, our A20 is not having a good time sitting right there. But hopefully from here I hope I can get some sneaky shots on the Valentine, but it's obviously just not going to happen. And the enemy have all pushed up onto the central ridge line, so I'm just coming around here to put some shots in. T46, put a shot in, it just sits right there. So I'll put a 2nd in, and it dies. T50, bounces my 1st shot. My 2nd shot misses. 3rd shot misses, but was poorly aimed. 4th shot bounces. 5th shot goes in. And the 6th shot gets the kill. And I got shot somewhere from the right, so I just hesitated a moment to kill the M2 medium. I moved up and I think I'll be safe here. So I put a shot into the Valentine, and then something bounces off me. And then something hits me really hard from the front, so I move further down the slope. And we're winning 7-5, and we're kind of dominating the central ridge line now. Okay, I don't quite have shots on that Valentine there. And I see a BTSV coming charging up the ridge line. And I'm hoping it's going to poke over right in front of me here so I can put a shot in. Which it does, and I do. But it keeps going, and I'm not really prepared for that. So it managed to get around me. Luckily its 2nd shot misses, and my team kill it. But I am left on very low hit points. And I decide this is apparently a really good situation to just push straight over the central ridge line. It's a T28 way over there. And well, I think I've just got a shot on it somewhere. So I take the shot, but well, there was my shot, slightly to the right of where I was aiming. Now I'm pushing around to flank these last few enemy tanks. Here's the Valentine. My shot goes high and I instead target the Stuart. Someone else gets the kill. See an A20, I get the kill on that. Puts me up to 4. And this Valentine here. I have a sneaky shot on it, but I miss, but it misses me as well. My 2nd shot goes in. My 3rd shot misses, but it was aimed to where it was supposed to miss. Fourth shot goes good. Fifth drops low. But it's like the Valentine can't see me from here. And my sixth shot gets my fifth kill. Yeah, that Valentine was looking everywhere but at me, so maybe I was out of its view range. Anyway, the birch gun, last tank on the enemy team. I put a shot in, but the trap absorb it. Second shot leaves it on very low health. And the third shot gets my sixth kill, which, as you all know, is the Top Gun medal, also my high caliber medal and ace tanker. And you see here, well, 1500 damage, 900 experience. I was kind of carrying that team a bit. Fired 29 shots, of which only 16 penetrated, because I missed a lot. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.